Good
Welcome back to the
morning.
Free Test Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here tuned in for episode 166. You know what I'm saying? We here a little
166?
early.
166?
Yeah, at 166 for sure.
We about to find out.
167? Huh? 167.
167.
All right, we close enough.
Listen,
We
167.
here a little extra early, so it might be a little off. Kamal's in terrible tower mode right now, if you can't tell. The Pittsburgh Steelers are playing the New York Jets. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to watch that shit, but
I
it's
shall
lit.
be in attendance.
My son will be there in the rain and in attendance.
It's not supposed to rain. All right, the rain's supposed to stop. A little overcast.
Hopefully it stops raining for your sake, all right? Because we've had our fair share of bad weather games at this point. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
That is a firm fact.
We was definitely at that NFC showdown versus the Rams versus the Eagles last
playoff
season.
game. Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Mike and all that.
Yeah,
Listen,
shout out to Mikey Harris and all that. You know what I mean?
neither here nor there, man. First of all, give me a prediction on that game real quick. Matter of fact, before we just move from
I
there.
got the Steelers winning.
But prediction on score? What?
24-17.
Damn, okay. You just going to be able to score 17? Yeah,
That's got a good run game.
I can't wait till the world understands how bad Justin Fields is. The only person worse than Justin Fields might be Anthony Richardson.
Oh, you died.
It's for sure Anthony Richardson, not might be. He's the worst quarterback to ever touch a football field. I'm not going to lie to you. The worst.
Well, we'll see. Well,
he needs to hurry up and play defensive
He's
end.
still young. He's still
no,
22.
He needs to stop it now. He's pissing me off. I'm not going to lie.
We'll see.
Every day I see Anthony Richardson on the field, I just think, yo, they spent a fourth pick in the draft for this young man.
I didn't see it in college. I didn't see it.
Bro, I went back, looked at his high school career. He was trash in high school.
He's had the size.
Bro, he's just 6'5", 250, running a 4.4. But whatever. Anyway, let's take the hit on that. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot going on.
A whole lot going on.
The hip-hop world is melting. I just watched a 10-minute snippet on Academics page of YNs playing 6ix9ine begging for him to come back. And I almost forgot how hard the first 6ix9ine songs was. I'm not going to lie.
That was a whole era.
Listen, at this point, bring back 2017 6ix9ine. Let me be honest. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Era.
I'm here for it, man. I'm sick and tired of the rap game. I don't care about nothing no more. Listen.
You fed up?
I'm fed up. No pun intended. Fed up because all you think is feds, and that's fine. That's fine. I like it. I think everybody should be telling. Fuck it. Let's go for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go for it. Because, bro, this shit is insane, bro. They're dropping fucking Young Thug leaked tapes like this. The 06 Lil Wayne mixtapes.
Yeah, they
there's a new leak tape every day. Remember we used to go on that piff Monday through fucking Sunday, and Lil Wayne would drop 4 tapes, and you'll be like, how is this possible? Young Thug is on the same kind of run right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, them jail phone calls ain't looking good.
They got him talking about Dirk. He's talking about Glorilla. He's talking about Future. They got him talking about Youngboy. They got him talking about Drake. They got him talking about Jesus Christ.
Baby,
slow down.
Name drop Trippie Redd for no reason.
21 Savage. He's throwing blows at Trippie. Jesus Christ. Now I'm gonna say this though. Let me preface by saying this. I think it's corny to be able to go and leak people's personal conversations. But it is corny to also be that fake. It's one thing if you was saying something funny, whatever. But you these are conversations you could tell, and he doesn't think anybody's listening. He really feels some type of way towards all these people, and he was saying things that for sure would rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Apparently him and Future, because at first him and Future were at odds, and then they became buddy, and they've been acting like besties. Young Thug comes home, one of the only songs he drops is with Future. Yeah. And now these tapes come out, and I don't know, the whole Atlanta's in a frenzy, bro.
And so when he was talking about Future, apparently he was talking about how Future didn't want to do a free Thug show.
Right. There was a free Thugger show there,
and he said Future didn't want to take the limelight away from him. And
Future said that. He said, man, I don't want to take your shine away.
And basically Young Thug was kind of,
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
He was kind of alluding to that Future's not very smart. All he knows is music. Anytime he said he's basically trying to say anytime he says he tries to talk about anything outside of that, it just goes right over Future's head. Yeah. Talking about how bad of a father he is. He's
He said all that? I didn't hear all that.
Oh yeah. He was talking about how he don't take care of his kids, all that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah.
On the tape. You've heard that?
I've heard that on the phone. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he's kind of saying.
Damn, I didn't know he was on that level of talking. I didn't know he was talking like that.
I will listen. Before we get into some of the details of what he been saying on the calls, you kind of realize the position that he's coming from. You know what I mean? This is a person who was facing football numbers, Rico.
Yeah,
ain't know he was gonna get out. He said he was in there 23-1. So this is a person where when you hit rock bottom as per se, and you see how other people are moving around you, you might feel some type of way about certain things. And at the end of the day, that's probably his only time to ever. That was probably his only time to vent and not be in this jail mode. You know what I mean? So like, he was probably in a situation where, listen, and I'm not excusing it at all, but he was in a situation where that was his outlet. That was his only outlet. Yeah, he really had nothing else. And he even said on the interview that just dropped, he was talking about how she was literally the only person he can talk to, because he had so many co-defendants and stuff. He couldn't talk to the family because he didn't want his family to say nothing crazy to get him jammed up during his case. You know what I mean? So like, absolutely, this makes him look horrible. The pillow talking, the talking behind people's back, who seem to be his buddy close friends. But at the same time, we don't know how he feels in that situation, to where when something real happens, that's when you really see people's true colors. And he could have really saw people's true colors, but it's a bad look either way. These leaks are bad look either way, but it's a certain situation where, I feel like he was backed into a corner and he was just expressing himself. So
yeah, I mean, listen, it's just really not a good look, bro. Cause like him calling Gorilla ugly, all that other shit, like that shit was corny, bro. It was super corny.
Oh, it did.
It's like, what are you doing? You sitting here talking to your shorty, calling another girl ugly. Then you throw Trippie Redd in the bus, like, yeah, Trippie Redd type motherfucker.
Yeah,
shit like that.
like
it's like, damn, bro, like. That's
really
crazy.
It really somebody called him Regina George, bro. He really acted moving like Regina George out here.
My son was the gossip queen, but it's even crazier because I didn't expect him to jump on an interview that quick, but Thug has officially done his whole first interview. And it's like, as much as people started to relate to him and have compassion for him, it honestly upset me. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You was on a fuck everybody Gunna is a rat, this motherfucker's a rat tour. And we heard you say, take my number down, call me, but don't tell nobody you got my number. Nigga, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't get on the camera talking about, I gave my life, I put my life into, I gave more time to my kids. I gave more time to my kids. I can get more time to my kids. I don't want to give a fuck about who you gave your time to, bitch ass nigga. You was out there trying to tear everybody down, and now you want us to feel bad for you? Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I feel some type of way.
Nah,
I'm be honest with you.
I 100% feel that.
No compassion for Gunna, who never technically told on you. He did. All right, yes, he took a plea, the same plea everybody else took. You came out of jail, went out your way to keep saying, fuck him. Everybody should shun him. Everybody should shun him. You used all your influence, all your power. You called all your high-powered friends and said, let's all collectively make sure we're saying, fuck him. And now you want us to feel bad for you, bitch ass nigga? I don't want to hear that shit. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't want to hear that shit.
And
Thugger, I'm a super fan of your music.
Oh, me too. Yo.
But you're really ruining this relationship. This fan to artist relationship. You got me fucked up. It's hurting. I'm not gonna lie.
Thug's one of my top 3 favorite artists,
bro.
Like
easily top 7, top 10 for me.
He
all time,
bro.
And it's like, bro. He just keeps on doing bitch ass shit that I cannot get with.
You can't get with it.
It's like, bro, you hard. Really got on that interview, started begging and like looking at niggas for pity, like sorry, nigga, we don't care. You was a hardcore tough gangster. First of all, jail's part of that. So at the end of the day, the shit you preach, you should have just went in there ready to do whatever. And apparently he was. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell, apparently. Well, shit, we don't know at this point. But you know what I'm saying? Nobody else called him a rat besides anybody on his cases or whatever. But these leaks are a little different. Obviously, that changed everything. But I'm just saying, like, who knows? But I don't want to hear no gangsters complain. Like Boosie's taking this shit on the chin. I ain't gonna lie. Boosie's like, yo, I'm done fighting. I don't want to do none of this shit. I'm going to just go to jail. Just go to jail. Shut the fuck up, go to jail.
That's
and
part
come
of it.
out, mind your business. But Thug, nah, fuck Gunna. Thug was on his fuck Gunna. So Thug, I'm sorry, keep that same energy.
And not only
that shit.
Not only that, now he previewed a new song that came out where he's talking crazy. He calling Gunna a rat. He calling Woody a rat. He calling Obama a rat.
Obama? Oh, Obama's a person. That's not Barack Obama.
No, not Barack Obama.
Yeah. Like what?
YSL Obama. Yeah, Gotti, he's talking crazy too.
Yeah, and it's like, bro,
He's coming at all. I'm like,
first
yo.
of all, isn't that against your probation? Like, aren't you not supposed to be talking about or anything gang related? And the first thing you do is shout out like 4 of the 5 people that was on your, 4 out of the 30 people that was on your
Gunna
record.
rat, Yak a rat. Like he's talking. Nah.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
And like my thing is the timing of everything. Mm-hmm. The timing of everything. This all comes out, and now you're finally starting to put together a project that everybody was waiting for when you got out, and you're calling all these people a rat when all this stuff comes out about you being in the interrogation room. It's just the timing of it is very strange, and the timing of all these leaked phone calls. It's just very strange.
You know, Thug was dead wrong when he started posting just dumb shit. He started posting. Oh. He tweeted some shit like, "Trying to diminish me will do nothing but separate the rap game further." Yo,
bro, what are you talking about?
Truly humbled under God. This nigga turned Christian, son.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear that shit.
And deleting tweets and all that. Like,
He posted a meme that Denzel Washington. It was like a quote. And it was like, they asked Denzel, like, what does he feel about being canceled? And he was like, who cares? And then Thug had the nerve to post that shit on his story.
Yo, bro.
He's admitting I ratted. He's admitting y'all can call me a rat.
It's
I don't care about getting canceled.
And the thing is, when the situation is, you got to realize, somebody like Gunna, he's more, he's less of the street, quote unquote, type of dude. So it was easy to throw him under the bus. It was easy to go after Gunna because he's really, you feel me? Gunna's the get money fly nigga. You feel me? He's not really in the streets like that. Mm-hmm. So it was easy to go after him and call him a rat and everybody jump in on Gunna. But let's see if everyone has the same energy for Young Thug. Let's see how the energy.
Looks like people are keeping that energy.
Let's see. All I'm saying, you know me, I'm about consistency.
Yeah.
I'm about consistency. Everybody was talking crazy to Gunna, coming at Gunna. Let's see if it bodes true.
There's been a lot of unfollowing, a lot of
I saw
posts, and just people are distancing themselves quickly. Because bro, it's damning evidence. It's damning evidence.
Nah, it's crazy, and it's funny. I saw something to where listening to that tape, somebody was like, "Man, it don't sound like that's his first time." You know, the way he was talking, very confident, and he didn't sound like he was nervous or anything. It sounded like. And I'm not saying it to say it is. I'm not saying it's not. But the confidence he alluded in that interview.
You got to keep in mind, too, during this YSL case, there was an officer who was being called up to testify that Brian Steele, very smart and very smartly, he refuted to be. He basically made it so that this cop couldn't come up and testify. But that cop was trying to testify that Young Thug was in the back of his car seat in like 2011 and told him information on a murder. And he was trying to testify that, and Brian still made sure not to allow him to get up there and testify. So it's like that. It brings some validity to it. If he'll say it in an interrogation room
voluntarily, unprovoked.
Right. It wasn't like he was arrested.
That was 100% unprovoked.
He said, "Take my number down and call me." Yo, this is never gonna get old to me. Take my number down, call me. Don't tell nobody you got my number. That's the craziest shit. That was the craziest shit in 2025.
Now, and it's funny. Like I said before, the way people were treating Gunna, they're acting like that was Gunna on the tape doing that in the interrogation room.
If that was Gunna on that, Gunna would be burnt at the stake.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
All Gunna went up there and said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." Shit that his lawyer told him, "Yo, you better say this shit if you want to go home tomorrow." All right. And he ain't go on there and say he did that. He didn't do that. He said, "Yes, this is what I'm a part of. Yes, ma'am, I was a part of this. Yes, ma'am, I was a part of that." You know what I'm saying? And what's even crazier is Gunna wasn't the first one to take the plea. Now we're doing like paperwork, fucking like science. We're
paperwork Olympics.
Yo, yeah, exactly. It's the paperwork Olympics. People are going through it. Apparently, DK was the first one. DK is I believe YSL Mondo's brother. YSL Mondo's one of the founding members. DK's damn near one of the founding members. So he was actually the first one. He straight pointed out, told, testified. He did everything in the book. He was trying to get home fast, okay? He got out expeditiously, you know what I'm saying? And he was the first one to take the plea. So everybody's like, yo, why would Gunna take the plea? Well, somebody else already said, yes, it is a gang, and testify. That means it's sanctioned. They're going to be able to use that against everybody. So what difference does it make if I say, yes, ma'am? You know You know what I'm saying? And I get out of here tomorrow. It really didn't make no difference. But, you know.
And that's what a lot of people were saying.
When you have Thug coming out and saying he's a rat, he told on me, of course we're going to go with the. First of all, everybody loved Thug more than Gunna. It wasn't until Gunna came home and dropped a couple hits we remembered, like, nah, yeah, Gunna's still popping though.
Yeah,
still
we don't care
shit.
about that.
Yeah, like, matter of fact, we don't really care
we don't care about
And then all of a sudden, public perception turns into Gunna might be a better rapper than Thug. And it's like, damn. This don't help Thug's case. The fact that he's been out almost a year now, hasn't given a shit but a song and a bunch of leaked tapes of him talking crazy about people.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's really sad.
And apparently we also found out the reason why Woody even started telling, and Woody felt like the relationship with him and Thug, he felt like Thug didn't really give a shit about him. You know what I mean? He was a crash test dummy. Do all the dirty work, but at the end of the day, Thug really didn't care about him. That's how he felt, and
that's how it is, though. That's how it always is. When you're the leader / the run rich guy out the group that gets rich first, like in Young Thug's case, where it's like you're from the bottom of the bottom, the trenches of the trenches. You get rich, you get all this influence, you start putting out lyrics and talking about who does this and who does that, this and the other side, and then those people are still on the street, left to fend for themselves because the biggest rapper in the world is dissing the motherfuckers from up the block. The motherfuckers from up the block is like, bet, we gonna start rapping and we gonna start shooting and we gonna talk about the shit we doing. And then that turns into, you know what I'm saying, where's Thug and all this? He's somewhere in San Tropez listening to J. Cole and shit with his 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? While Sel Woody's getting shot at, he's getting arrested left and right with gun charges because he has to live life on the edge while you're having a grand old time saying, pull up on me why so Woody or pop at your noggin? Like, he said that in the song. And it's like, okay, like, you putting a target on these people when you're naming them and they're still out in the trenches and you're out living a great life. You know what I'm saying? And G Herbo made a really good stance on that when he was going through a lot of his situation a couple years ago, through his legal situations, and he was doing a lot of interviews explaining that shit. He's like, yo, bro, you got to understand, like, you got to give back to the guys because you're putting them in dangerous positions without even realizing. So the least you could do is, you feel me, take care when they go to jail for this and that, or they need a bail for this, a lawyer for that. Like, it's the least you could do. You're putting them in the position to low key, like, of course, they're going to get into their own shit regardless, but you're definitely amplifying it when your name is G Herbo and you're dropping the biggest song this year.
And you're the man. Yeah. All eyes on you.
Exactly.
And anybody affiliated to you is going to be put in the crossfire.
Right. You say, oh, this guy's the killer, or this guy's the shooter in the neighborhood. Well, you just made him the biggest target in the neighborhood, and he still lives in that neighborhood.
Yeah. That's it. He still lives in that neighborhood.
Exactly. So it's like Woody just learned the lesson that all young hood motherfuckers is gonna learn, sadly, and is that nobody really gives a fuck about you. And let alone the motherfucker that's super rich and got shit going. He don't got time to give a fuck about you.
But all this is coming out, man. It's crazy. It's making what Rollo said. I'm like, huh.
The division, the divisiveness. I don't know, man.
He also name dropped Andre 3K, talking about Andre 3K, how he was one of the biggest. He ain't really never put nobody on.
That's a fact, though.
He was talking about.
That's a fact, though.
He was saying how Drake wasn't real in all this. How ever since he was down, that Drake hasn't been real. He name dropped a lot of people.
Oh, I didn't hear him say all that about
Drake. He was saying how he felt like Drake turned his back on him, and that's what that's what I'm saying. When you're at rock bottom,
that's crazy though, because when he came home, Drake gave him $1 million.
But
that's crazy. Yo.
Yes. But
that's crazy.
We don't know.
Niggas need to shut up.
I agree, but we don't know from our standpoint if, as far as we weren't there during the entire situation. You know what I mean? And I don't even want to make the connection with what Kendrick said, as far as you run to Atlanta when you need to check balance. You feel me? Drake couldn't have not been there the whole time, and then now he's out. Now he wants to come and give him $1 million. You feel me? Not saying obviously everybody will take the $1 million, but we weren't there throughout the entire process and know exactly what's going on. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, it's interesting though. Cause,
it's extremely interesting, and all that, yo, bro. This is. Atlanta's on fire right now. There's a lot of people, a lot of confusion going on, a lot of people picking sides, and it's crazy.
Honestly, bro, this YSL shit has turned into a real lesson for the kids. That's what I'm gonna say.
I agree.
At first, it was just the lesson of, if you do crime, start rapping about it, you're gonna go to jail. That turned into, well, also let's teach you the lesson of how all your friends are gonna start telling on each other. And now everybody's a rat. And then you look around and realize 99% of the streets is telling. 99%. And I know that sounds crazy when I say it, but like 99% is crazy, bro. No, listen, a lot of people that haven't told yet and that are in jail just haven't been faced with the right amount of time. Okay? They ain't tell because it was a 5-year sentence. They can handle that. Let that motherfucker face a 40, 60, 100. 99% of people are folding. In one way or the other, they're folding. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. Like, it's been proven. It's been proven. The toughest, the streetest. You look at Big Meech.
Yeah.
Look at Big. They say Larry Hoover told them 1960 something.
Yeah, Hoover. Yeah, all like, yeah.
Everybody.
Alpo.
Alpo was a legendary rat. He's more legendary for ratting than killing. That's tough.
But I'm just saying.
That's tough. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Sammy the Bull. The toughest of the toughest. Birdman's brother. Told on everybody. Like, you know, then there's one Boosie for all that.
But, and also, it's crazy how Thugger, from his standpoint, he felt like people were turning on him and people were unreal. But this is all coming out. Well, all these different perspectives are coming out about him not being real, and it always goes to show that people only fuck with you when they have something to gain, and then when you're not, we don't have anything to gain, you see people's true colors. It's very unfortunate in a situation like this. It's very unfortunate. It's very ironic, but
at the same time, you know. The rap game's always been known for being messy. It makes sense though because we used to always look at Atlanta like, yo, they're so unified. They're always so together.
That's right. Yes,
they support each other so well.
And I'm so glad you brought that up because as far as Atlanta versus all other regions in this country, as far as rap music, Atlanta was always the hub, known that everybody showed love to everybody else. Yeah. That was always and a lot of people went to Atlanta to try to make it because of that,
right?
Because of that, everyone in Atlanta show love. That is the mantra right there.
And that's the thing too. There's so much talent in Atlanta. You walk into one studio and it's Sunny Digital, Metro Boomin, 808 Mafia down, and they're recording 4 of the biggest rappers. And you'll just walk down the hall, walk into a room, and
the 5th biggest rapper that you've never heard of yet.
Exactly. He's in the cut right there.
You don't even know him,
right? That's Lil Baby. When you see him in old Thug videos, you're like, yo, that's crazy. That's Lil Baby right there. And you wouldn't even know. That was him at 19, just chilling in the background, waiting for his turn. Same thing with Gunna. That was him in the background, waiting for his turn. But that was the beauty in Atlanta, and that shit has all came crashing down. And I want to see what the aftermath of this is really going to feel.
Me too. Like. I want to see when the dust settles, what's going to happen.
Man.
What's going to happen? Because like I said, are people going to have the same energy?
Listen, I'm not going to lie. Bring back 6ix9ine. Bring back Danny.
I'm not.
Bring back Danny. Fuck it. Bring back Danny. If we're going for it, let's go for it. If they're gonna accept Young Thug, bring back Danny. I ain't gonna lie.
Bring back Danny is crazy.
I'm just saying.
Bring back Danny is crazy.
If we're gonna accept it, bring back Danny. We gotta stay consistent. You said it, consistency.
Consistency.
If we're gonna accept the nigga that said, take my number down. Yo, take my number down, bro.
It's unbelievable.
I'll tell you anything you want to know.
That's unbelievable.
Just don't let nobody know you got my number. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. That was the most insane shit.
That was the most, You
can't tell me that wasn't the craziest thing you heard.
Coming from the person that hates rats the most.
And funny as shit, QCP funny as fuck. Because why the fuck QCP immediately changed his icon to it's Young Thug as a rat eating cheese.
I seen that.
This AI shit is ridiculous.
Nah, and then, like I said, we're gonna see what happens with this. The aftermath of Atlanta. But speaking of music. I know you've been seeing. I know you saw the Drake Bobbi interview. Drake has been teasing all this Iceman stuff. He's been dropping visuals and snippets and I want to know. I don't know if you got a chance to see any of the clips or anything about it, or he addresses some things in the interview. I just want to know your overall thoughts.
I've really been under a rock because I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch any of those. The 2 interviews he did where I didn't watch either one of them.
Okay, okay.
And I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what the fuck they were talking about. I know she asked them questions, but I have no interest in watching her.
Is
that fucked up? Is that racist?
No,
that might be racist.
No,
I might be racist.
I don't. I'm not a fan either. It's crazy that's the. What she say that interview that made her? I forgot what it was. Spit on that thing. She was the Hawk Tour girl.
No, she's not.
She's not the
You're
hot tour
drunk.
girl?
No, it's not the hot tour girl.
I'm bugging?
That's racist. That's actually racist. You think all white people look the same? Congratulations.
Wait, I'm bugging?
You're so bugging. The hot tour girl is actually kind of attractive. Bobbi Althoff, I mean, I'm not gonna say she's not attractive, but Bobbi Althoff like doesn't have a promiscuous demeanor at all. The hot tour girl has like I'm 21, ready to fuck energy.
Yo,
that's not Bobbi
I don't
Althoff's
know.
energy at all.
Yo.
They don't even look alike though.
Yo, I thought it was the same
He
person.
don't understand what he just got told. It's not the same person. Come on, I promise.
I thought it was the same person.
Yeah, that's mad funny. But no. Either way, yeah, I don't know. I saw the only thing I seen of her is when she interviewed Funny Marco because apparently she stole Funny Marco's style
Of being all serious
that
and stuff?
super awkward, yeah, like serious stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't be interested in Drake interviews because they're so like I feel like they're so controlled by his team that it's like, what am I really watching? It's like I'm watching a scripted playbook. It's
that, and that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, like
this is
I'm
what
cool.
all right, so you got to realize this is the first time throughout Drake's illustrious career where he's had all this criticism. The first time where he's not looked at the golden child anymore. And I think, well, I have two sides to it. One side is I also believe that there are also a lot of people in the media who feel some type of entitled to certain artists. They
Right.
feel entitled to certain artists' time and stuff when you're not entitled to anyone's time. You know, I feel like Drake, as shown, he can sit down and do an interview with anybody he wants. He's not entitled to go to you or that platform or that platform, which I respect.
Right.
That's one. But on the other hand, when you sit down in an interview and you're going through some type of controversy out there, that's the elephant in the room. We don't want to hear happy-go-lucky. You went on a platform or you went to be interviewed by somebody you knew wasn't going to challenge you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Well, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No. But that is my thing. When a great interview, in my opinion, a great interview with somebody, no matter who it is asking the questions that everybody wants to know. Mm-hmm. If you're sitting down,
100%.
if you're sitting down with somebody and it feels scripted, that's just a propaganda machine. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see a propaganda machine.
And
nobody wants to. Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants the questions asked that everybody wants to know. That's what makes a good interviewer. Somebody who's able to ask certain things, be able to do pushback, able to challenge the person they're sitting across from during difficult or controversial times. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not everything that happy-go-lucky where we never address the elephant in the room, or you sit down with somebody that doesn't have the range in order to ask the questions that everybody wants to know the answer to.
Yeah, nah, and it's also just like Drake. Read the room, bro. Read the room. People telling you you're not hip hop. People telling you don't look out for hip hop like you should. Or you don't do certain things, and it's like instead of going to do an actual hip hop platform, you link up with Bobbi Althoff, like from West Bumblefuck, Wichita, Kansas. Where the fuck does this woman come from? Number one, and not to sound like I'm hating on her because I know it sounds like that, but it also is like, bro, go do fucking No Jumper. Go do fucking Vlad. Go do the Breakfast Club. Go do, you know what I'm saying? Go do 85 South. Like
you could do Raw and Mallory,
like
Rory and Mal.
Yeah, like go do hip hop. Go do the Joe Budden show. Even though y'all been like, but do something that'll break fucking me. Like,
point.
Of course, anything Drake does is groundbreaking, pretty much, because he's so big. But it's like, bro, if Drake was to sit there in front of Charlemagne. Do you know how tuned into this? But this is the only thing we'd be talking about. We would forget Young Thug even had all that happen. We'd be talking about that alone because that shit would be so groundbreaking, and it'll be his first time really sitting in front of like a very relevant hip hop media. Because no disrespect, I know he did Elliott Wilson, who's like a super legendary media hip hop media personality. So I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting him, but. Besides that, like Drake's interviews have always been like he'll go do Aiden Ross stream. Once again, not hip hop.
No, that's.
It's like, bro, go do Kai Cenat. He's not technically hip hop, but at least he black. Like, go do Kai. Please go to Kai's basement in Atlanta. Get in there. Go do Black Boy Backs. I don't give a fuck. But go do some hip hop shit. I don't want to see it with Bobbi Althoff. I don't care.
That's my point.
And it makes me think about what you say. I swear, when I saw him with Bobbi Althoff, I was like, he did another one. I'm like, does he like read the room, bro? We don't care. We don't want to watch that. I'm sorry. I'm sure it did a couple million views. It's gonna do that.
It's Drake, of course.
Yeah, her channel is huge, whatever. But I be feeling like, she's not gonna be able to beat those industry playing allegations either. Like when it's like, bro, she's done like 8 interviews ever, and 2 of them were Drake. Come on, and they have the same management team. Like the exact same agency that manages Drake manages her.
Do you see my point?
Yeah.
Do you see my point in all this? Where I feel like this is no better time to go to one of those platforms and address what everybody wants to know. Again, like I said, I don't think anybody is entitled to anybody's time. But at the same time, with all this controversy going on, that's where you need to go and address it.
Hip hop is entitled to Drake's time because you're the biggest artist in hip hop. We are entitled to hearing on a hip hop platform.
That's why I'm saying he's not hip hop. It's easy for him to go into it when he needs to and disappear when he wants to. That is.
I do want to hear this Iceman project. I never really go out my way to listen to Drake albums, but they're so good always that like I'm gonna run into the song.
Yes, and he did a lot of visual snippets, and
it wasn't like an hour long.
Yeah,
the visual I saw was like an hour long because I remember I was like skipping through it because the first like 3 minutes was just a blue screen.
Yeah,
that said Iceman.
It's a lot of visuals, and you mentioned Kai Cenat. There was a lot Kai Cenat, and there was a lot of other influencers, streamers, content creators who had a lot of negative things to say about it.
Really,
Kai Cenat said this shit was ass. You know what I mean?
I didn't see it.
But
I didn't get to see it.
But of course, the blowback is the blowback. Everybody's saying is, oh, he's compromised. He's a K-bot. You know what I mean? Now, but and that's
who's a K-bot?
Kai Cenat, because he said he didn't like the Iceman drop.
He's a K-bot. Is that a reference to Kendrick Lamar?
Yes, a K-bot. Yes, okay. That's what they're calling him.
Right. Okay.
To where he's compromised.
I like that.
But see, that's my issue. And that is my issue with the media in general, because you're not allowed to give your honest critique on things. You're not allowed to give your honest critique on things because if you do, you're automatically for the other side. Yeah. If you do, then you're automatically, and that's what a lot of media personalities do. They kiss ass.
Yeah, because they have to.
But you still don't get the interview. That's what's even hilarious.
Yeah.
You suck all that dick and to not get the interview.
Yeah, that's tough.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is tough.
That is. But that's why I think it's all fake, because it's
no, it is.
If I like this artist, I have to like everything that comes out.
Yep.
Or else I'm not a fan of that artist. Yep. Or that artist looked at me like I'm not a true supporter.
And that's why I really appreciate people like Charlamagne, Vlad, and even Adam 22, because they keep it a buck. They're not about to just sugarcoat it. Don't get me wrong. They'll definitely be glazing sometimes.
Yeah. But
when it calls for like, yo, this ain't it, they gonna say it and be unapologetic about it.
And that's why I feel like we've gotten away from the true feedback, the true journalism, the true reactions to things, because everybody's so quick to pick a side, to where if I'm on this side, I can't not say something. I always have to be positive. I always have to say something good about them. And I even remember, I feel like, well, that came from a lot of the Drake audience and everything, but I feel like Drake is the music KD, Kevin Durant.
Damn.
I think I'm not talking about as far as their placement in their respective arenas. I'm talking about that they're the most sensitive superstars there are out there. Damn. They're the most sensitive superstars. I remember when, I forgot which project it was. It was Scorpion. I think it was Scorpion, but it was one of Drake's projects where a media blogger critiqued it. Didn't really like the album. I forgot which album it was. And Drake's in his DMs talking crazy about this man reading his whole man's life. Mm-hmm. Is he not allowed not to like the album? It's the same thing as KD. Twitter fingers KD tweeting all the trolls and defending himself. Bro, you're an international superstar. Not everybody's gonna like everything you do. Not everybody's gonna like everything you say. Yeah. At the end of the day, that comes along with it. I feel like they're just so sensitive that they care so much about what everybody thinks, and I think it's hindered both of their outlooks as far as how everybody perceives them personally. That's how I feel. I feel like they're similar in that way, that they're immensely talented in their own field, respected, Hall of Fame, GOATs. That they've all, but at the same time that they stoop themselves so low to try to. You don't have to, when you get to a certain level, you don't have to defend yourself. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But hey, that's just how I feel about the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's human, though. It's human to want to defend yourself. I like the humanistic aspect of people when they come out of character, you know, and they come out, touch the people, they walk in the streets, they're responding, they're gonna be in your DMs, because I love that when Drake, like, people, it'll be the randomest comment, like, haha, fuck Drake's mother, and Drake will jump in their DM, or he'll go to your page, see your wife Instagram, DM her, and then send you a screenshot of him DMing your bitch. I'm like, yeah, this is the type of shit I like. Shorty
was like, hi, Drake.
Yeah, like, that's the type of shit I like. They're like, let's get petty, nigga. Watch me follow your bitch. I got 49 million followers.
Well, listen. I feel like there's two different things. If somebody's being personal, that's different. But if somebody's critiquing the art you put out or your performance, that's not personal.
Then, though, people will be like, oh, you're fucking ass, and he'll jump in. He'll respond like, your life's trash.
I mean, I
look at what you do,
and I also feel like that's what Nicki Minaj does. That's also the part of her downfall.
Thing. Shout out to Young Money.
That is also part of her downfall, part of the turmoil, where she responds to all these people who she doesn't deserve the response to. When you reach at a certain level, you I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's also
I see what you're saying about the humanization. Yes, I like the fact that people who are perceived, who are the top of their professions, are still humanize themselves, but at the same time, I feel like a king doesn't care what a peasant has to say about them.
Shit.
You need to move like a king once you reach a certain level. It doesn't matter what these other people. That's all I'm saying. You can't stoop to that type of level. That's all I'm saying.
I respect it.
That's all I'm saying. And what that also does is, like, I'm talking about the media, right? Now, people who Drake knows in the media. Now it's like, oh, I can't say anything. I don't want him. You know what I mean? I think that's a two-sided coin, which it makes the media space very fake, and I'm just not a fan of it. There are people that are subjective, but there are too many dick riders. Way too many dick riders out here that still don't get the interview that they want, which is hilarious. That's another that still don't get the interview that you wanted.
Yeah, but honestly, interviews don't even matter no more. They're not hitting like they once used to.
But
underground rappers used to get some of the coolest interviews. They would have crazy following buzz coming up, and then their interview would do more views than the actual songs, and then they blow up, and then you look back at their interview like, I know Trippie Redd, 6ix9ine, Triple X, Tentacion, like all those, that SoundCloud era, a lot of them, I discovered them watching No Jumper, and I would see the interview first. And I'd see them in the background of an interview, and I'm like, who's that? And then you see them pop off, and like, I miss that. Now interviews are kind of just like whatever.
Yes, interviews aren't.
People don't even do them no more.
They aren't as meaningful as they were before, but at the same time, when you get this random person who gets that interview, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I love to see that shit though. Like I miss when artists used to go on like media runs and shit.
I agree.
Like you see like Tyler, she dropped the album. That shit did 3,700 buys the first week. Like 3,700 sales is crazy, bro. For Tyler. That's performing on Saturday Night Live and doing this and that. The Make Me Swim. Yeah. Bro, it was a hit. How did she sell 3,700?
And I also feel like it's the downfall of social media, where artists are way too present. Back in the day, you had to go to a media tour in order to be seen by your audience.
Yeah, that's very true.
Social media has killed the beat.
Live making TikToks with Lil Yachty and shit.
Yeah, you're on a streamer's live.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I feel like the media run was the way they had to go on a media run to connect with fans. Nowadays, they're just way too present. Yeah, they have way too much access to them. And that's funny. The media run isn't as important.
The biggest acts made sure to keep their lore, like Travis Scott, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye West to a certain extent.
Yes, and that's
Playboy Cardi. He knows better. He's like, I'm cool. I'm gonna do this over here.
And that's another thing to where Drake's thing has always been being present at all times. He's always present at all times. He's always doing a feature here, a feature there.
Showing up to this high school kids basketball game, a tennis match, the biggest female tennis players.
It's been throughout his 15-year peak, which nobody has reached. He has the longest peak, but he's always been present. It's always been a saturation of Drake. Always. That's part of his thing. Yeah. Where other artists, it's more of a lore type of thing. Drake has always been present.
Yeah, but he still has lore though, for sure. Like he don't post like a lot. Like, but he'll still be around a lot.
He
Posts
posts on his story all the time.
But over anything, does he? But over any, I'm saying he's not gonna get on his phone like this. Like, yo, look, we had to just check into the hotel. But he don't do shit like that. He not gonna go live. He not gonna do none of that shit. If he goes live, he's gonna be in a backyard like this, getting paid 1.5 million by stakes to be live.
But he's always posting. He's always, not necessarily live, but he's always present. He's always present. He's always. I think that's part of his.
Drake, to be honest,
I don't follow him either. But
what I'm saying is he's not like them other artists that literally be streaming every day, get on TikTok.
I didn't say I'm not. He's not on.
He never did anything close to that.
No,
like, on a daily basis. Like even Wiz Khalifa used to do the day-to-day vlogs. Like Drake never did any of that. He never did any of that. He never showed you the true inner workings of his life for real. Matter of fact, the only time he really tried to do something like that is when he dropped that little care package during the beef.
I remember
where he was
package.
like, "Yo, look, I just dropped some shit. It was like a USB file or some weird shit."
Yes,
like that.
I remember care package.
It was just mad random pictures, and even that didn't really have too much context. It was like, yo, here's a picture of me when I was doing fucking I've been waiting so long. I ain't been this one since I was 18. Like, he had the background footage of that. Like, that was cool. But even that was like, looking back at that stuff, it wasn't present time. This is what I got going on. It was kind of like, yo, look, enjoy this. Remember where you were at when you heard this song. Well, this is what I was doing. This is how the studio session looked.
I think that also, like I said, my opinion is him being present all the time. I think that also played into.
We got back on Drake like that. What the fuck?
I think that also,
right back to Drake in a
I
second.
think that also played into who he post beef with Kendrick. You know, where he couldn't just disappear because that's not him.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would. My opinion, I think it would have been better for him to just use that lure.
Kendrick is
of that
one.
accent. Oh, yes, he is another one. of having people missing you, or not having that Drake stimulus package.
Yeah,
I think that would have rolled better for him. But obviously, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't tell a grown man what to do. But you know, his constantly being present and creating. He came out with a lot of songs that might have went but didn't go. A few songs that didn't go. And
damn,
everything.
Yeah, think about it. All the biggest names really do hide.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Dre always had a lore like that. Fucking,
it's about it's
like even Tiger be disappearing. You haven't seen Tiger in years, but you know he's out there doing his thing.
It's just branding. Just like anything else, when you're a luxury brand,
you got
it's not about being present. It's about scarcity.
Yeah, scarcity and quality.
Yeah, scarce, but it's the cheaper big brands like McDonald's that are everywhere. Their whole market strategy is convenience,
right?
You know, to where Rolex only really advertise for tennis. They're not really around here like that.
They always say you don't see no Lamborghini commercials.
That's what I'm saying. You don't,
because niggas that drive Lamborghinis don't
watch TV. It's about that lure.
Yeah.
You know, when you're talking about quality, it's about quality over quantity.
No, you're right.
You know, it's not about being present day to day. It's about when you tweet or when you're present, you know something big is going on. You know,
damn.
So it's crazy. But before we get out of here, I do want to talk about.
Pretty sure we got some time. We started at like 10:17. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we just kind of start kind of late.
Yep.
But,
yeah.
I kind of got to get out of here. Well, we got some time. But I want to talk about Tyson Mayweather.
Oh, that is a thing.
Tyson
I just heard about that.
Apparently, they agreed to an exhibition.
Apparently, the contract's been signed. That's what I just saw.
Oh, I
heard contracts are signed.
Oh,
for spring 2026.
Wow.
Yeah, it's saying Mayweather versus Mike Tyson. Honestly, I could care less about this fight.
I think it's.
And it's funny because I feel like we
such
said
a money grab.
We said like, "Yo, imagine Mayweather versus Tyson." When
we
were
did
just
say
talking
that. We
about
literally
Tank
just
Davis
said that.
versus Jake Paul, they were like, I feel like they heard us. They
had to have.
Well,
they're like, oh, that's a good idea.
They're like, yeah, like how about this? We actually put Tyson and Mayweather. It's like, bro, come on.
I think, like I said, these exhibition money grabs. I'm gonna watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it, but
I don't think Tyson would land one punch. I don't think he'll land a jab. Or Mayweather?
No.
60-year-old Tyson? He's not landing a punch.
No,
Listen to me. He will not land a single punch. I want y'all to hear me. He will not land a single punch. I want you to understand that I'm saying this now. Not one. Not one. Not one.
Floyd is the greatest defensive boxer of all time. Not even
And
close.
he's still, his instincts is still there.
Not even close.
He's for sure lost a step, but when you're fighting somebody who's 60,
Yeah.
what's losing a step?
You still got 3 steps on them.
Exactly, 100 steps. Because Floyd still works out all the time. He got a new hairline. Floyd's a young nigga at heart. Like, Floyd got 4 holes at the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd's doing a lot of fucking.
He be working out
right?
with his grandson.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Floyd's good,
young boy's son.
Yeah, he got to stay sharp for when he finally see Young Boy. He got to beat the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Young Boy, too. My son is on tour right now.
I was about to say, Young Boy on tour.
Yeah. My son, Young Boy, is definitely on tour doing them funny-ass dances from the music video, and people are going crazy for that shit, man.
So you got, well, it's an exhibition, so you got Floyd in the exhibition?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, nobody technically win.
Sure, fuck it, right?
You got Floyd?
Like, what I got is the W Netflix. That's who I got winning. Whoever the fuck is hosting this fight is who won. All right, because they're gonna make a whole lot of money for us to watch Floyd Mayweather dance around the ring. I don't see it being possible for Mike Tyson to touch Floyd Mayweather. I'm talking about don't touch him though.
Yeah,
like,
no,
he's
I
gonna
agree.
hit him in the arms. He's gonna get off those little weak ass shots. They're all gonna roll, block. That's just gonna be. It's gonna look like me swinging at Mayweather.
Weave.
What, bro? Did you see what he did to Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Somebody in their prime. I think Conor landed like 11% of his punches.
Yeah.
Like what? If Conor could land 1 out of 10 punches, Mike Tyson doesn't have a shot. Not a shot. Not a fucking shot. But then people are gonna be like, yeah, but it's Tyson though. If he hits him hard enough, he has to hit him.
He has to
hit him.
Speaking of lore, Mike Tyson got that lore to everybody.
Mike Tyson got that lore where like you don't know if he wants to say hi or if he wants to like eat your daughter.
Yeah.
like,
Mike Tyson,
he might eat your mom.
Mike Tyson was a wild boy, bro.
Is a wild boy.
Wild.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, he calmed down a lot.
We also forget Mike Tyson once raped, but that's okay. We'll get past that. We'll look right past that because we're scared of him. But he did rape. Not gonna lie. Like he went to jail for that. Like convicted. You know what I'm saying? And there's been reports that like certain things he said in the past that was very, very freaky.
Reports.
Like even Fat Joe told a story on his podcast, the Joe and Jada show. Make sure y'all go watch that if you have it. But he was talking about, he said one time they were at Mike Tyson's crib at a party and he had Remy Ma there with him and she was dressed real nice, you feel me, real sexy or whatever. And he said Mike would just be standing there like this close to her and he's like, man, I just want to get in that ass. Like I got to take this back home. Y'all go ahead and leave and y'all could keep her here. Take the Rolls Royce, take whatever cars is out there, the keys are there, take the car, leave her. And they're like, yo, Mike, what the fuck are you talking about? He's literally sitting there about to like hand on his dick talking crazy like on something like I'm trying to fuck, like rabid animal, and they're hearing him.
Talking about Pharaoh.
He's speaking out loud. He's having his inner thoughts coming out loud. And Fat Joe was just like, yo, we have to look at each other like, you're about to beat the fuck out of Mike.
Yeah.
Like, Mike, yo, you're bugging. Like, chill out. Like,
Who got the toolie? Who got the toolie?
Like, we all hear you too. You're right here. And they're in Mike's house. And it's just like, you know what?
I remember.
It makes it feel a little believable. Mike might be guilty.
You don't remember when he was sitting down doing an interview with a woman.
He's like, I don't like talking to women unless I'm fornicating with them. I don't like talking to women unless I'm fornicating with them.
That was a great impression.
I'm just saying, like, that's a little fucking insane. Those
a little bit.
So when you hear, you know what I'm saying, we forget Mike once raped or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're not going, you know what I'm saying?
Wild boy.
Yeah, very wild boy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think it's gonna be a dance. How many of our rounds? I think it's gonna be a pillow fight.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, and at the same time, also, it's a money grab. You know.
Oh yeah, that's.
But what I'm saying is they're going into it saying we're not knocking each other out. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Of course not. No, they can't knock each other out.
But what I'm.
Floyd can't knock out Mike. No matter how hard he tries.
But they're not going to try, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a money grab pillow fight. They're in the ring for the check. That is what I'm saying. They're not even trying. They're not even going to be trying.
You said it before. This is WWE.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally the WWE.
It has become that. But it's all about the draw. It's like, yo, we can get the draw. Let's get the draw.
I'm not, I'm not.
This feels like if we were like, yo, imagine if LeBron played wide receiver and like we finally got that.
Yeah.
We were just like, yo, suit up, Bron. Let's go. Let's get you out there.
It's
one of those situations.
I just think that all these exhibitions it's great for the boxers getting all this money, but for the sport, I think it's.
But it is bringing a lot of awareness, though. Like Jake Paul and all them, they're bringing a lot of awareness from like the youth, the kids. They have really strong fan bases, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Really strong fan bases that are watching. And then boxing is one of those sports that's inherently just interesting. You watch two people beat the shit out of each other. It's interesting. You don't gotta understand. There's no yard lines. There's no penalties. There's no foul plays. There's no foul shots. There's none of that shit.
There's no.
It's like, yo, it's him and him, and they're trying to hurt each other really, really bad. And it's pretty easy to digest. It's not.
It's not.
Confusing.
You can't blame it on your teammates. It's you versus you.
It's me versus him, and you're gonna probably be able to tell who's winning this fight.
It's probably it's one of the oldest
sports
in history,
and they say it's one of the most. It's one of the they say pure sports and they say track.
Yeah,
it's like you said. It's real simple. Me versus you. We line it up. Loser falls, or like in track, for example, I'm gonna clearly beat you in this motherfucking race. We're gonna have a photo shoot finish if we need to, but there will be a very clear deciding factor, and it's gonna be a fact who won. It ain't gonna be because of this and all this penalty, and maybe if this didn't happen in this call, it's not. It's plain and simple. I beat the shit out you, and we all saw it on 4K.
I feel like if no matter, we can go back to our primitive state as human beings. It's even at the very beginning. It's from here to here, who do you think's fastest in the village? If we were to fight, who do you think would win? Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the early signs of sports in general.
For sure.
Boxing and
the Olympics
track.
And all that shit was based on exactly that.
Boxing and track. Those are two things. It's like, who do you think can cross this line first? Who do you think can win in the fight? That is the epitome, bare bones of human existence. The questioning. We always want to. We're always curious about certain outcomes. I feel like that's one of the early things that we had questions about. You know what I mean? Those two things.
For sure. I realized we almost made it through a whole episode without saying the name Trump. So shout out to Trump. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can't get through an episode without saying Trump. He hasn't made no noise. They're actually saying your boy Trump might be on the way out.
Wait. He ain't made no noise. I didn't even put this on here, but do you know he's changing the Department of Defense to Department of War officially?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm here for that. That's gangster. That's gangster.
Well, I already said
it's getting aggressive. It's getting aggressive.
Listen, I already said words matter. We called it Department of Defense. It's always been Department of Offense.
So shit, is he not just standing on what you were saying they was about anyway?
Yeah, but in order to actually make the change legally, it would cost a lot of. It could cost almost $1 billion to make that change.
Just to change the name?
Yeah, because you got to.
Wow, they got to change the fucking.
A lot of things.
The signs on the street.
A lot of things that got to change. Yes.
Really, $1 billion? $1 billion to change the name? That's a lot. That's excessive. That's like when the NFL players change their last name and they got to change their jerseys.
We don't have any money. We don't have any money to do stuff that actually helps people. We don't have any money. Well, who's going to pay for that? Who's going to pay for that?
Department of War. I like that though. And it sounds like that's
And
America.
And this is
let's go.
It's crazy how the way history repeats itself, and you look at old regimes and compare it to this regime and fascism in the past, and you compare to this administration where he's Mr. Twitter fingers. Everything's a meme to him. Where he literally posted Department of War talking about, and it was like an AI picture, and they were talking about Chicago's next. Because he's basically talking about literally raging war on the citizens of this country. That is fascism if I've ever seen it. Because you know how he went to D.C. Now he's talking about targeting Chicago next. He's targeting all these cities in blue states. That's what he's been doing.
Hey, listen, they said that Trump was missing for like 7 days, and everybody said they thought he was dead. Like, that shit's crazy, because when you get in your fucking late 70s, people just assume if they haven't heard from you in 2-3 days, probably died. Like, that's fucked up, son. I don't want to get that old.
He's probably golfing.
Yeah, probably golfing, but there's like been pictures, and they got like these veins that they're showing on his hands.
With his makeup and all that.
They're saying like, yo, Trump's probably got some type of heart condition, a blood condition.
He probably got some stem cells for some fetuses somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he's drinking baby blood somewhere.
Absolutely.
With JD Vance or whoever the fuck his name is.
But so the Department of War. That's what he's trying to do right now.
Hey, listen.
His name, the unnecessary name, which is going to cost taxpayers all this money again that we apparently don't have, because we have such a high deficit in budget but we have enough money to do stuff like that.
To make the Department of War.
Of course.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's what. Sounds about right. That sounds there.
That's how that's gonna go. But listen, man, it's been I feel like it was a quick episode, but I don't know. I think it just feels because we talked about Thug for the first fucking 40 minutes.
And I feel like we've had less topics here, so we delved.
That was because Thug took up so much of our time
and
because
then
he did wild out.
Yeah,
he did bite the cheese.
And listen, Atlanta is on fire.
Pray for Atlanta, y'all.
You think he as far as the fan is concerned, you think he lost it? Like his lore?
Honestly, Gunna didn't lose shit.
I'm talking about you as a young Thug.
It's
fan of
hurting
music.
me. There was a time period from
too.
like 2015 to like 2021. I didn't listen to any R. Kelly. And now I don't give a fuck about what he did.
Okay.
Music. I need the music.
Okay, yes.
Thug right now, he got me fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. My playlist is slowly reducing Thug songs. But he'll bounce back eventually.
I don't care
enough.
But not only I don't. Yes, I don't care enough. But when you are actively promoting music about other people being rats, I'm like, bro, what are we doing here?
Right.
I don't care enough, but what are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing?
Gunna came out on his perseverance shit, right. and came out on some y'all niggas left me bread and butter like my bread and butter.
His new album.
That shit was a prophecy too. He said, "Listen, y'all gonna all turn around and try to come back, and I'm gonna say I'm cool on y'all." And look,
yeah.
All those people that stood next to Thug now got to cancel Thug. Gonna
word.
I
That's
just
how we
sold
doing
90K first week, you bum ass niggas. Y'all go ahead and keep that shit.
And now he's skinny Gunna. Now he has workout like
now Gunna really fade one of you niggas. That's what I'm saying. Like now, you might not want to fuck Gunna. He's over there at the Rams training camp running routes and shit.
Yeah.
Leave Gunna alone.
Yeah.
He's starting New York City run clubs.
That's what I'm saying.
Gunna alone. Let that man succeed and live in his truth while Thug is trying to tell niggas he's not a rat with his side titty coming out one of them fucking cut off shirts that I hate. Listen.
Hey, before we get out of here, I also want to talk about when he did you hear him talk about WAP? Go out.
He backstabbed Gucci.
Yeah, he talked about how. He said how ever since he came out, Gucci been soft.
Oh, he did say that. He said Gucci been soft. Gucci been soft.
See, yo,
his voice be blowing my shit.
Yo, now his voice is he's one of one. That's why you know it's him.
I'm talking about. I put my all in the Gunna. Me more time to my kids. Gave more time to my kids. Yo, I'm sorry, I hate him so much. He's really got me fucked up.
It's crazy, yo. The mentality of some people, bro.
Hey, listen, man. We gonna see because, like I said, Atlanta's on fire. We'll be back next week to see what actually ends up happening because there'll probably be another 10 leaks. Who else is he bad mouthing? His mother at this point? Because who else is left?
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Regina George in the flesh.
Listen, Mariah the Scientist, get away from this young man because you're gonna get a lot of this hate that's coming his way. Because she's on the opposite end of a lot of them phone calls. It's not a good look for her.
Well,
saying. She don't got nothing to do with it. That's a fact. But she's gonna take that. There's a lot of negativity, bro. This negativity has come in Thug's way. Maybe you don't feel it the way I feel it, but my algorithm, that's all people are talking about.
Yeah, me too.
It's how disappointed, how much they hate him, how much this and that, and
I'm very
they're pointing out who's unfollowing and who this and that, and I'm like, damn, yo, people are really saying fuck Thug.
But
I respect that.
I respect it. Because he would say it for himself too. based on his own principles.
We'll see what Lil Dominique says. Shout out to Lil Baby.
Yeah,
he's been trying to like keep it cool.
Wham hasn't said anything yet.
I know Wham hurting right now.
Yo, I know Wham.
Absolutely. If I feel like Thug is right, there's no way Wham don't feel like Thug is right. He'd have to be lying to himself.
Dang.
There's no way it doesn't hurt.
Out of all this, man, I wish. Well, in this situation, I wish we knew what Dirk was going.
We know what Dirk's doing.
Dirk
is upset. There's no way Dirk heard him say,
"Oh, I know."
Listen, my number down.
I know that.
Call me if you need me. Call me, reach me.
But I'm just saying.
Okay,
Kim Possible. Whenever you need me.
Listen,
but no. But I like we're not able to actually see what the stance that Dirk takes. I know the stance that Dirk gonna take, but
there's no seeing the stance. We heard what that young man said on campus, son. Call me if you need me, but don't let nobody know you got my number. On that note, we out of here.
We out of here.
Listen, pray for Atlanta, goddammit. Free Gems Podcast.
Free Gems, baby. We out of here.
We gone. Yo, call me B.